You looking like it's nothing that you won't do, what you won't do. Girl, that's when I told you. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, 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 wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
What's going on, guys? Bradley Martin here with a friend of mine, special guest today. Something every day we do these videos is important, but this day is particularly important because it's someone that I like a lot, someone that I look up to. Introduce yourself, go ahead, my friend.
Yo, what's good, man? Maz.
Maz is, for lack of a better word, I think he's someone that I aspire to be like, or because I'm like this guy, and you guys like, oh, he's strong and he does all this stuff, and I'm 28 years old. It's been a long road. I'm grateful for where I'm at. Maz, on the other hand, I feel like he should stand up and like flex or something.
No, they saw, and they'll see in the thumbnail. They saw.
I mean, they saw the action.
Yeah.
Right. But Maz is 40.
Yeah.
All right. Maz is 40 years old. And that's why I say I aspire to be like that when I get older, that I can still do the things that I'm able to do now, even though I haven't done it for like 6 months. I won't talk. I'm gonna get back to it, and I think that's a part of this whole thing. Is doing it though.
Yeah, man, you can do it. It's just, you know, you've been busy with other things.
Yeah, that's fair. But I want to talk about to everyone out there, or young, old, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Bam wanted to be in the video too, apparently. Thank you, Bam. All right, go. Thank you though. What it is to be like, I guess an older lifter. Like you're older now.
Right.
You're 40 now. You've been lifting how long?
I've been lifting consistently now. It's been about 8 years.
But hold on a sec, The reason why I think it's important, guys, I want to tell you, because whether you're 40 or you're 20, you're either there, you've been there, or you're going there, right? If you guys want to keep lifting, like if you're into lifting, you're eventually going to be 40 years old. Are you still going to be into lifting? Are you still going to be like enjoying it? So think about those things. Like, are you still going to be going as hard as you were? Like, would you say you're going harder now?
I would think I'm moderating what I do, but when I do go, I go hard those days I go. Before I used to like work out 5, 6, 7 days a week sometimes, but sometimes I used to just bullshit my workouts. But now I have a set plan of what to do and how to attack it, and I know that since I am older, it's going to take me a little bit longer to recover than if someone was 25 or 22. Yeah. So I know how to moderate my workouts in order for me to be able to go hard those days.
So what do you think, obviously experience, you learn over time like what works for your body. What do you think one of the most important things to like anyone who's 40 or 20 or 19 or 18 or 30, doesn't matter the age, to understand about lifting and longevity of it, because you've been doing it for a long time?
I mean, it's all mental, you know. Once you tell yourself like something is hard, it's gonna be hard. And with me, like my mentality is like, you know, my background, about 7-8 years ago, I had cancer. And when I had cancer, I was 140 pounds. I couldn't do 10 push-ups. I was doing 8-hour days of chemo. It was rough. And when I first got diagnosed, my son was 3 weeks old. And that was the hardest part. But the thing was, at that time, like my friends that I've been friends with since my high school days, they were all over my house every day. They were pushing me to go work out, go to the park. I wasn't allowed to go to the gym. It's too many germs.
Because chemo like lowers your immune system.
Chemo, you have zero immune system. Yeah. So they would push me to go do kettlebells, go kickbox with them at the park, or just go run, do trail runs or something. Just something I'm a little active. I do five days a week, the chemo, 8 hours per day, and usually after the 3rd day it would kick my butt so hard that I couldn't do that. I need like 2-3 days just to sleep.
So this was 8 years ago?
It's about 7 years ago.
7 years
2010.
Ago. Okay.
Yeah, it's around this time that I beat it. I got diagnosed sometime like February of 2010.
Yeah.
And about September, October, they finally cleared me and they said like, you're good, your cancer cells are gone. But I had to do 2 surgeries. They took my lymph nodes out. I was in the hospital for like a week and a half.
Damn.
It was rough.
So you were
I was about 32, 33, something like that.
And it like crushed you.
crushed me.
And then look at you now.
And when I remember, because my wife's a trainer, so she started training me at that time, and she had me do these little workouts, you know, 10 push-ups, and I could barely even get to 9. And I'm like, wow, man, this was so depressing.
Because prior to that,
I was like in great shape, doing martial arts. I was not as big as I am right now, but I was doing a lot more cross-training stuff. But in my mind, I was like, I'm not gonna let this defeat me.
How many push-ups could you do prior to that?
Like unbroken, close to 60.
So, and you couldn't do 10?
I couldn't do 10.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
Perseverance, that's the thing, and that's the thing about age, really.
It's pretty bad. And I always had a mentality, I never quit. I never give up at anything I do, you know. And I had really good friends alongside me to help me through those times that I found myself in a place where, all right, this is where I'm at, but you know, I know where I wanted to be in fitness and just whatever, and I pushed myself as best as I could to get to where I would be happy at. So where you're happy at is different where someone else could be happy at.
All the time,
you know, it's different for everybody, but being someone 40 years old now, I listen to my body, I try to eat good, I try not to drink too much alcohol, you know, just occasional here and there. But other than that, like, I sleep well. You know, I don't deprive myself of, if I want to have that piece of chocolate or, you know, go have that pie or something like that, I do it, you know, but I know that I'm gonna continue to work hard in the gym when I get here.
So what do you think 3 key points, anyone who lifts now, what do you think 3 things they should focus on? I'm asking the same question, like, because I want to lift my whole life too.
Honestly, like number 1 is always gonna be your diet.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, if you know, aesthetically, whatever, performance-wise, if your diet's not on point, then you're gonna
feel that.
You're gonna feel it, and you're gonna suffer in all aspects of it. And number 2 is not giving up. You'll have those days where you're struggling, and you'll be like, today is heavy. Oh my God, everything hurts today. But can you push yourself through it?
This is regardless of whether you're 40 or 20.
Doesn't matter. I mean, everyone I live with is like in their 20s right now, and I'm pushing them, you know, to keep doing it.
Yeah, he's like in here.
True.
He's really in here going hard. I'm not playing. That's why we're doing this.
I mean, those are, and then having short-term goals. You know, whatever it is you want to do. You don't want to be, I want to be Mr. Olympia, or I want to go win the Olympics and be, you know, national weightlifting champion. You have short-term goals. You want to set like, hey, I want to go ahead and I want to deadlift, say 400 pounds, you know, and I'm at 350, or I want to bench 300, and you know, you want short-term goals in terms of what, you know, they're realistic in terms of, you know, progression and what you're doing, because you don't want to set yourself up for failure. That's the most important part.
So, diet, believing you could do something, like just keep going, working hard, and then setting short-term goals.
Short-term goals, and just keeping a positive attitude, you know, because there's people that have it much worse than you. Like when I was in the chemo ward and I was doing those 8-hour days, there's people in there that have no, I'd ask them, like, how much longer you think you got before you beat this? There'll be people in there for years. And that's like their daily life. It's like they wake up in the morning, they brush their teeth, they drive themselves to the hospital, they sit there and get hooked up on the IV meds, they get their system flushed out, then they put the meds back in, then they flush them out again. I mean, it's a whole process, and we just sit there and just talk, and, you know, there's people that have it much worse. And, you know, you gotta be thankful that you're healthy and you can do what it is that you do, and that's the one thing that a lot of people take for granted, is being healthy.
Yeah.
That's number 1.
That's for damn sure. And no matter how old you are.
No matter how old you are. And I know that there's people that, even older than me, that are pushing it envelope harder and harder, and they're doing it, you know. So really, age isn't a factor unless you know, you have to just train smart.
Yeah, so don't allow it to be. So you think mindset is the most important thing?
I think mindset. Once you tell yourself you can't do something, then it's basically, you know, you already failed.
Yeah.
You know, you already gave up in your mind.
That's so real. So damn real.
But if you tell yourself that I'm gonna go, you know, today and do it, even though today is a grind, you know, I'm gonna do it, and you do those short-term goals, you will succeed at whatever it is that you're wanting to do, whether it's bodybuilding, powerlifting, Olympic lifting, gymnastics, you know, just anything.
Oh, yeah. I agree 100%. I can't even add anything. It's exactly right. That's everything I've ever preached. Is he said it more simple. I always talk more words, but it's that simple. It's like,
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just getting up, waking up in the morning, and just being positive.
What's your next goal then? We kind of talked about it.
Yeah, now that I'm a master in weightlifting, I was thinking about entering myself in for nationals. I got to qualify. I think that's next year in New York. For my age, 40 to 44. But I want to go there and place. I don't want to just go there.
What's to qualify at your age?
It's a 211 kilo total.
Yeah. Which is how many pounds?
It's 211 kilo total. So like that's a total. So that I could power all that.
Yeah.
Like, I think my total is closer to 250 for both the clean and jerk and the snatch. Yeah. So I can qualify. You know, but it's in New York and it's going through the process, going through the steps.
Kids and stuff.
There was one local meet I missed. It was down the street, and it was a sanctioned meet. I could have qualified, but I was like 2 days before I turned 40. So I couldn't sign myself up for it.
Not because you were 40.
I had to be 40.
Because all the 39-year-olds are still killing it?
Yeah, I mean,
like, what are they doing?
But there is a 35, 39 age group.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I still would have even qualified in that age group.
Yeah.
But you know, I want to go there.
You want to win.
Yeah, I want to win. Have fun though at the same time. That's all it's about.
Funny.
Have fun.
He's having fun, but I want to win though. But that's the mentality. I mean, that's right, man. You guys got to want to win when you do something. That's part of the mentality though, I think. It's not like I'm better or want to be better than the next guy.
You don't go out there. I mean, you go out there and you do your best. And if you don't win, you know, don't get disappointed at not winning, because that's gonna make you strive for getting better.
Go out there and win, damn it. But go out there and win. And if you don't, like you said, it's okay.
Yeah,
you got a place to get better. You got a place to grow.
Then you know what things you have to work on in order for you to get to where you want to be.
But go win though.
Just win.
That's it. Thank you, bro.
Oh, man.
Anything else you want to add?
Okay. No, that's pretty much it. You know, just do it, man. That's pretty much every day.
Maz is like a.
My man.
Is like a. It's almost like an older brother to me.
I'm the older little brother.
I fucking love this guy, man. It's strong. You're strong, bro.
Oh, man.
We love having you here in the gym. Seriously.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, always.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.